Hi viewers, this is Tyagarajan, Assistant Professor, Department of ECE from Peri Institute of Technology. Today, let us see the basics of crystal oscillator. In my previous video, I would have explained about oscillator, its working principle and its classification. Today, we will be seeing about one of the major classification of an oscillator, which is nothing but crystal oscillator. It is the most widely used electronic oscillator circuit at present. So, what is crystal oscillator? As the definition indicates, a crystal oscillator is an electronic oscillator circuit which is used for the mechanical resonance of a vibrating crystal of piezoelectric material. It works on the principle of piezoelectric effect. It will create an electrical signal with a given frequency. So these 3 points illustrates that a crystal oscillator is a electronic oscillator circuit which exhibits the property of piezoelectric effect so that it will generate an electrical signal with a given frequency on mechanical vibration of the crystal. So let us see in detail what is the most frequently used crystal element and what is piezoelectric effect in detail. Quartz crystal is the most frequently used crystal in an electronic oscillator circuit. So what is quartz crystal? A quartz crystal exhibits an important property of piezoelectric effect, and an equivalent of quartz crystal can be illustrated with a series combination of resistance, inductance and capacitance. Since quartz crystal naturally exhibits these 3 passive element effects. Since any crystal has a friction in it which is expressed as resistive component, and the mass of the crystal is illustrated by the inductive component, and the stiffness of the crystal is illustrated as capacitive effect. So naturally quartz crystal exhibits piezoelectric effect as well as these 3 passive element effects. Hence it is most predominantly used crystal. And what is piezoelectric effect? The exact piezoelectric effect can be defined as when a mechanical pressure is applied across the faces of the crystal, a voltage which is proportional to mechanical pressure appears across the crystal. That voltage causes distortion in the crystal. So, piezoelectric effect is nothing but take a cube of crystal. When you apply a mechanical pressure at the two opposite faces of the crystal, you will be getting an equivalent electrical signal which is proportional to the applied pressure in the opposite faces of the crystal. So consider a cube. If you apply a pressure at the 2 opposite faces, you will be getting an electrical signal at the other opposite faces. This is what piezoelectric effect, and quartz crystal exhibits this piezoelectric effect. Hence it is used to vibrate. Since it is vibrating, it can be used as an electronic oscillator. So let us see in detail. As I told earlier, the equivalent of a quartz crystal circuit can be given as the series combination of resistance, inductance and capacitance, which represents inertia, friction and stiffness of crystal. So what is that self-capacitance of crystal? It is nothing but the mounting capacitance. Any crystal circuit has a mounting capacitance in it, which is commonly expressed as C2 or Cm. So that is mounting capacitance or self-capacitance of a crystal. So this is the equivalent circuit of a quartz crystals. Now let us see the circuit, the 2 different circuits of crystal oscillator. The first one is oscillator with crystal operating in series resonance, and the second circuit represents the oscillator with crystal operating in parallel resonance. What is the difference between series resonance and parallel resonance? As from the circuit, when this crystal is connected in series with the output, it is said to be a series resonance oscillator circuit. And when the crystal is connected parallel to the output, then it refers to the parallel resonance electronic oscillator circuit. This is the difference between the series resonance and parallel resonance. Hence, we will be having 2 set of frequency. One is series frequency and another one is parallel frequency. So any crystal oscillator can be operated either in series resonance or in parallel resonance, depending upon the placement of the crystal with respect to the load or with respect to the output. Next, the explanation of crystal oscillator circuit. Generally, bipolar transistors or FETs are used in construction of crystal electronic oscillator circuits. Today, we are using more MOSFETs and other nanotechnologies, VLSI technologies for oscillating. But previous 10 years, 1 decade before, we will be using BJTs or FET for the construction of crystal oscillator. And sometimes operational amplifier can be also used for low frequency oscillator circuit. It is below 100 kilohertz, but operational amplifiers do not have the bandwidth to operate. As we know, operational amplifier are subjected to offset and null. Hence, the frequency of operation is less, that is lower in the range of 100 kilohertz, and it will not have the sufficient bandwidth to operate. So, the major problem at higher frequency are the crystal which are above 1 megahertz are not exactly matched with the operational amplifier. So, what kind of crystal oscillator circuit is used for higher frequency? Let us see that in detail. So, to overcome this problem, Colpitz's crystal oscillator is designed. It works on higher frequency. It is similar to the LC oscillator. The only difference is that LC tank circuits, which provides the feedback oscillation, has been replaced by a quartz crystal, and it works on the frequency of 16 megahertz. In the figure, what it is shown is a 16 megahertz operating crystal oscillator, oscillator circuit. It is what mentioned in the top of that transistor. So let us see what are the what is the difference between LC oscillator and crystal oscillator. So, since as I told in the previous slide, in an LC oscillator, if the tank circuit is replaced by quartz crystal, then it is said to be a crystal oscillator. Hence, there will be only comparison between LC and crystal rather than going for RC and crystal. So, on comparison of LC and crystal oscillator, what we infer is that, first point, the frequency of oscillation depends on the value of L and C. Since L and C forms the tank circuit and it is placed in the feedback section, it will decide the frequency of oscillation. Whereas in crystal oscillator, the frequency of oscillation depends on the dimension of the crystal. Generally, hexagon shape is preferred for getting more frequency of oscillation or for stable frequency of oscillation. LC oscillator are preferred for higher frequency, but crystal oscillator is preferred for more higher frequency when compared to LC oscillator. And the third point corresponds to types of LC oscillator. As in my previous video, I would have said the classification of LC oscillator consists of Hartley, Colpitts and Clapes. Similarly, crystal oscillator can be classified into Miller and Pierce crystal oscillator. And the fourth point corresponds to stability. Generally, LC oscillator exhibits poor frequency stability. Only exception is Clapes oscillator, since it uses 3 capacitance in the tank circuit and the third capacitance C3 controls the overall frequency of oscillation. Hence, stability is somewhat more in Clapes oscillator when compared to Hartley and Colpitts. Whereas in crystal oscillator, very high frequency stability is achieved. And the last point is application of LC oscillator. It is generally used in radio, TV and frequency synthesizers. Whereas crystal oscillator has a more wide usage of application, such as it is used in crystal clock, frequency synthesizers, special type of receivers are some of the applications of crystal oscillator. So from this, we would have got some idea about crystal oscillator. In my next video, we will be seeing about the types of crystal oscillator, that is Miller and Pierce, in detail. Thank you.